and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we're going to be making some hair clips. So I've been making hair clips using leftover resin, and Lucy and I have been successfully selling them at craft fairs. So I did get myself a few more molds, different molds for hair clips. So I thought I was just having so much fun putting them together and doing them that I would like to do others. So what I've decided to do is just mix up. I've got 7 ounces here of resin, so I thought I'll make up 7 ounces, and then whatever we get out of this 7 ounces, that's what we're going to make. Now I do need to go and grab some trays because so that I can move them quite easily. I do have some cups here, but then I thought, you know what, let's use the little cups because I want to do quite a few different ones, I think. So I've got a few bits on my desk, and we're just going to go from there. Now, making sure that my resin is well mixed. So it's just an epoxy resin that I'm using, a 2-part. Now I was going to run it through the vacuum, the bubble machine, but I'm not actually going to because we're working with small amounts. So let me just get my trays. I thought it'd be easier if we just, I need to get my chair actually, because normally I stand when I do resin, but because we're doing smaller resins, we need a chair. So, okay, right, I've got my squeaky chair out. So let me just give this a really good mix. I have ended up with some stuff in there. So let me just show you the molds that we've got. So I've pulled all my molds out that we can use. So we've got little thin ones, we've got wavies. Those are the style that I love doing. We've got those ones. I don't know what that is. We've got just plain flat ones. We've got like oval style ones. Then I've got wavy ones. We've got different shaped ones. Now I'm going to use different backs. I'm going to use barrette clips and then the crocodile clips, I think they're called. More shaped ones. Then we've got these bigger ones that are all sort of funky, which I thought were quite cool. You can tell I use these a lot with resin. Get that bit of resin off there. There we go. Have we got 2 of the same? Oh no, they're different. Yeah, because it came as a 3-pack. Then we've got stars. And then we've got other ones. So, like I said, I'm not going to do them. I don't think we'll do them all unless there's enough, unless 7 ounces is enough to do them all, but we're not going to. I want to make a few different ones. Now I would like to definitely make black ones because black seems to be the one that sells the best, but for now, oh, there's one. All I'm going to do is we're just going to pour some resin in this little tub. Let me get a little stick, and then on my desk, oh, let's do some red glitter. So at the minute I'm just going to do what is on my desk. So let's mix that together. Okay, I think now the glitter will drop, which is fine because you're not going to see the back, because that's where we pop the clip on, but I am going to really fill it with glitter, so it's quite chunky. Right, there we go. Oh, and this heart one, so I think this heart one would be quite nice, so let's do that. Oh, do you know what I should have done? Oh, poured it with sprayed it, sorry, with rubbing alcohol first. Now there's too much in there, so I have a feeling we might get quite a lot out. I will finish these with you as well on oh, let's do one of these ones with red glitter. I've got to be careful because these are all a bit wonky. because they sort of, I've piled them up on top of each other. Let's move them out the way. So let's just work with these 2 trays first. Okay, so I do need a little bit more in that one. And then let's do a wave one as well. Okay, and let's pour that in there like that. So some of them definitely take up more. Right, we've got a little bit left, which I think we can fill up a few in here like this. Okay, but these are a really good seller at craft fairs, as Lucy and I have just recently found out. We were very surprised at how well they sold. So I've got a little bit left, so I'm thinking we've got this one, and I'm going to try and use every little bit of resin that we can, and really fill these up. Okay, because like I said, some of these are not taking much at all. There we go. Right, so that's those ones. Okay, so let's get rid of that little pot, and let's get another one. I want ones that come away easily. I've got the wrong gloves on. I was thinking my hands feel weird, but it's the wrong gloves. I have, these are my clean-up gloves, and then I have my resin gloves, the ones that I do resin with. Right, okay, let's fill that one up. Now this time I've got some alcohol inks on my desk. I'm going to go with this. This is PP4. It's a Spectrum Noir ink, but they're absolutely gorgeous. I don't have the pens anymore, but I can't store them where I would normally store them, like with all my other alcohol inks, because if they tip over, they leak everywhere, which is so annoying. So that's, now I'm going to do a couple of this one. So it's like an orangey pink colour, which is really beautiful. I'm going to do a couple without any glitter in it, and then we're going to do a couple with some like a sparkle in it, like crushed crystal, but it's not crushed crystal. So let's have a look. Oh, let's do 2 of this one, and I will spray all of these with rubbing alcohol. Oh, and some of them I will want to do as pairs. So that was the other thing that I found, people were looking for pairs. Okay, and that one, and I think let's do, oh, let's add it in there with that little bit of glitter. But actually I've ended up nearly using it all. Just spin there. There we go. Now let's grab a bit of sparkle. Okay, just the tiniest amount, and then let's fill up a couple. Okay, let me do this one, and then this one. Okay, and then probably this one. Right, okay, there's that one. Nice, I like that. Right, okay, so there's that one. Next I am going to do some brown mica powder. So this is actually burgundy, but I think again they're gonna look lovely. So just a couple of little scoops in there. And then let's pour some resin in. I'm hoping it doesn't flash cure. Okay. And then we're going to mix that in like so. And I think think brown one actually will be quite a good seller because people have got brown hair. Okay, so I'm going to do one of this style, one of this style, nice, one of this one, so these are for the bigger hair, and then I'm going to do, we've got enough here for one more, might need to add a little bit more resin to, oh no, we've got just enough. So there we go. And let's pour that in. That was a good guess, wasn't it? Right, okay, so there's that one. Right, let's do the next one. Do you know what? I'm going to pour out a couple of them just so that it doesn't all flash cure. 'Cause I am a bit worried about that. So right, there's that one. Let's hope I'm not my clumsy self today and we don't drop it everywhere. Right, okay, so we should be good. Right, next up, I've got this gorgeous turquoise blue, which is stunning. So we're going to use that when I can get it open. Oh, I can't even open it. It is a real pain opening these with gloves on. Okay, so probably, yeah, got that. Okay, and then we're going to mix this in. Like that. Do you know what? Let me just grab my rubbing alcohol and give this a squirt. Just get rid of any bubbles. Right. Oh, isn't that a beautiful colour? Oh, instantly I know I want the last two of these ones. Right, okay. So let's pour that. Oh, made a mess. There's one. Now, I am very messy, but thankfully most of you know that. But if you are new to the channel, I do have a condition that called FND, which is called functional neurological disorder, which means that I am super clumsy and my body does not function because it doesn't like me. Right, okay, I'm going to do these. No, I'm just going to mix that bit of orange in. Okay, there's that one, and then let's do a second one. Oh, I like it. Right, and then I definitely want one of these big ones, which I think will be enough for that colour. Right, okay, I'm not going to do any more on this set. I'm going to get a new set of clips out. So just getting the leftovers out. Right, okay. So let me move these out of the way. Okay. Just like that. And then let's bring in another couple of trays. There we go. Okay, next, let's have a look. Let me grab some blue roll just to clean that. Right, definitely want to do this metallic pigment in copper. So we're just going to get, and we only need the smallest amount of this one. But I think this one's going to be gorgeous as well. So let's mix this in. Look at that, how stunning is that? And I'm just using what's on my desk in front of me, so I had no plan for today. The one thing I did find was people didn't want glitter, which is why I'm not really doing a lot of glitter. So people seem to want more plain. I don't know if that's yeah, I like everything, so I do a bit of everything for me. Right, okay, we're just going to pop this in and we're just going to fill some up, and we don't need much at all in these. Okay, I'm just going to push that into the edges. Now I am going to top coat all of these when they're done, because I just think it gives it a lovely finish. So these do get top coated. Okay, let's push that into all of there. A little bit more in that. Right, okay, and then we'll do 2 of this style. Okay. There we go. Right, and oh, what else? I think this little baby one will definitely do. And then maybe this one. Love this copper. So I think the next one we're going to do is gold. Oh, and then we're going to do this one. Right, let me just move that, because there we go. So we've got just enough to fill this in. I can't believe how well I'm managing to do this, like guesstimate. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, the next colour I definitely want to do is some gold. I'm not going to, we'll use this one. I'm just going to grab that, and we're just going to grab some mica. Oh, and make a mess. There we go. And then colour this in. I don't know if I want to do black. I think I'll leave the black. I can do black. Black's boring. Black is, I can do it with black another day. I think I just want to continue doing all of these gorgeous colours. Right, give this a really good mix. We want all of that pigment to be mixed in like this. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to start off with these 2. So we've got 2 matching ones. Okay, and on this side. Let's do this one. Okay, let's do a squiggly one. Actually, I'm going to do 2 squiggly ones. Okay, and what about this squiggly one? And then I'm going to finish off with this one and one of these. Right, I've got enough for one more. Although, make sure everything is run up. That one needs a little bit more than that. Okay. So just making sure we've got enough. Oh, that wind's really picking up. Right, okay, so there's that. Now we do have a touch left, which I reckon we can fill this one up with. Okay. Come on. Oh. Right. There we go. I think I can get just a touch more out of this because that needs a little bit more. Oh, of course we can. Easy. Right. There we go. So that one is going to need a bit of trimming. but yeah, it is nice and full. Okay, that's that one done. So oh, I've got an interference powder, so let's do that. Let's mix that in so it'll be like white with a hint of colour. Okay, so let's mix that together. And this is a red, not a purple, interference. Interference means it's white with a hint of colour. Or is it pink? It's either pink or purple, but either way it is beautiful. Okay. And let's really get all of that powder mixed in nicely. And I think I like all the swirly whirly ones, so we have got powder on there, which is fine because we are going to top coat it, so it'll be interesting to see if it looks alright or if it looks rubbish. Okay, so I'm just going to fill these up. Okay. Oh, I've got here. I'm going to have to take some of these out of these trays because it looks like the tray is bored. And then I'm going to pop this last bit in here. Okay, because I don't know if you can see, but that is, do you know what, let's put 2 colours in this one. I'm just going to put a little extra in, just down that centre. And what happens, happens. Right, okay, let's make sure all of these are filled. A little bit there. They all look good. Ooh. And I've got a little bit of that bronze on my stick, so it's just, right, I've got a little bit left. So let's pop it over here. Okay. Right, I think the next one, so I'm not going to get rid of this little tub, we're going to reuse it, and we're just going to take the colour that's sort of left, the pigment that's left on it, and I'm going to add in that really fine glitter. So we've got a little bit of colour, but then we're going to have loads and loads of glitter, so yeah, let's do that. And you only need a small amount. It's very similar to crushed crystal. Let's put a little extra in. But I think this will be nice as well. I've never used it other than like to top coat, so it'll be interesting to see. And then having just that sort of hint of like colour as well from what was in here before, I think should make these look quite nice, hopefully. I do have a blue that I want to do as well, so after this we'll do the blue. We've got 2 ounces left, and I think that we will fill them all. Okay, oh, that looks so pretty. So let's fill in these like this. Okay, now where the powder is, I'm just sort of be interesting, very interesting to see what happens, because I've just sort of rubbed it along the bottom. But I think those ones always end up being my favourite. I like happy accidents. Okay, let's do this one. Right, got a little bit left. Right, let me get rid of these. Oh no, I'm thinking let me get rid of these 2 trays, but however, yeah, right, there's a bit of gold in there, so I'm just gonna, there we go. I think we're going to need them. Now the ones that are off camera that I've already poured, but there's some gaps, if there's any left I'll just pour them off camera, so you don't have to sit through it. Right, okay, and then this last one. Right, there we go. So that is that colour. Right, like that. Now I'm going to use the same cup because it's still got a bit of that sparkle in, and I'm going to do the blue. So this is just a blue powder. Let's get that. Right, my watch keeps going off. Oh, someone's at the door. Right, I'll be 2 seconds. Right, okay, sorry about that. Daughter ended up getting the door, so I'm trying to be very mindful because I can feel that the resin is heating up in my hand. Okay, so, oh, that blue is beautiful, and we'll get a little bit of that sparkle as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the rest up with this and then bring in the other tray. So, what do you think of the colours, Lucy?
I like the blue one.
Yeah.
It picks after me.
It does. The hair clips sell very well at the craft fairs, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why we're making a few more. Okay. Oh, may have over poured that one. Oh, actually, that worked out quite nicely. Did get a bit of blue in the gold one, but luckily that is the back. Right, okay, so let me move these out the way and then I'll get the last tray and we'll pour what we've got left. So, I'm actually going to bring this one back in because these bigger ones I think I really want. So the last barrette one, we're going to do this blue. Oh, and then I poured it. Honestly, do not function very well, that I can tell you. Right. Okay, so that's that. Now we've got 1.5 ounces left, so I reckon we can do 2 more colours. Let's get rid of that. Let's clean my little stick off. Right, okay. Let's get another little cup. Actually, get 2, and I'll split up what's left in these 2 little cups. So there's one. Oh. And then that's the other one. Okay. So really scrape out all that resin. Like that. Bye bye, Lucy.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm scraping out every last little bit of resin because you know that we can definitely use it. Okay, and then I'll clean them when we finish. Right, what else have I got on my desk? Right, I am going to change my gloves. Let's get them off because they're really, really sticky and annoying me. So let's put the proper ones on. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to use a bit of, oh, I tell you what, we could do some black ones. Should we just we'll do a batch of black, why not? And I think I'm going to do the black with a bit of the sparkle in because otherwise it's just boring. So, don't know if this will work, but this is just a black ink. So I've never tried. So I'm going to do 2 drops of this black, and then I'm going to do a little scoop of that and then we're going to mix that up, and let's see if this mixes quite well. And it seems to be. So it is a water-based one, which is why I wasn't sure if it would work, and it is. It's working beautifully. So I think one more drop. Okay, give that really good mix, and you can see that sparkle through this as well, which is nice. Okay, there we go. I can't see my stick at all. So let's pour this. I'm going to do both of these ones in black, and then this one like that, and then let's do that one. Why not? Okay, so that needs filling a little bit more. Okay, so there's that one. Right, for the last one, I'm going to use, I don't know why I got myself a new stick out, because, yeah. I'm going to use some of this alcohol ink, as well as a little bit of white mica, so that it's not transparent. So there we go. So let's get this mixed up, and I think instead of getting that other tray, I'm just going to fill up. Oh my goodness, look at that colour. Oh, that is stunning. Oh, I think I want a little bit of shimmer in there as well. I mean, we've got the shimmer anyway, but I think a bit of that sparkle dust stuff. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know where it came from. But if you've got crushed crystal, it's exactly the same stuff. But I just don't know whereabouts it's from, because I just found it when I was going through my stuff. Right, again, just a small amount, but I do want that, like, oh, a sparkle just through it. That is stunning colour. Oh, I love it. I really love it. Right, okay, so that's all mixed up. Let's get that poured in. Okay, there's that one, and then this one, and then see what we've got left to see if it'll do these. Definitely do this big one. Okay, and I think that is us. I've got a tiny bit left, so do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pop it in here and really scrape it out, because what I can do is just fill it with a bit of UV resin before I demold it, because then, yeah, so we only got 2 of the molds, so just 2 molds, that's it. We didn't manage to fill. All the rest we filled. I was not, and that was just 7 ounces. So if I reckon if I'd done 8 ounces, it would have filled all the molds. So that is a really good, like, yeah, really good sort of productive afternoon. Now I will be back when it's time to demold and when it is time to put the clips together, and I will show you what I do. You've probably already seen, let me just get rid of that, you'll have already seen some of the me doing some of the clips, because I've been doing them as extras, whereas this video is just for yeah, it's just for resin. They're not resin, it's just for the clips. There's no other thing getting made. And I was curious as well to see, I mean, I was originally going to do 8 ounces, and then I thought, no, actually just do 7, because knowing y'all, you'll have to do an extra which isn't a clip, and actually I think 8 ounces would have been completely fine. And we've made all of these just with bits and pieces on my desk, which I find even better, so I haven't had to go rooting. I love it when I can just do that. So anyway, I'm rabbiting on now. Thank you everybody for watching this bit. Please do consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. That would be fab. I will be back on demold, so yeah, I'll see you in a second. We're back and we're ready to unmold. I have my coffee. I've got everything that I think I will need to finish all of these off, but first we're going to unmold all of these together, and then I'm going to pop you on a speed up. So, oh, that's so pretty. Just so that we can see what they are all like. So these will be finished products by the end of today. I love that colour. And then the blue, we have got quite a few little air bubbles in there. However, they are all getting coated with UV resin, so it's all good. I like that one. So we've got quite a few to make. Now, I don't know whether or not to put like a dark coating on the back of those ones, because you are, oh, I like that with the crushed crystal on. Just to say so, yeah. Then we've got the hearts, really pretty. Okay, then we've got these ones, again, really nice. And I'm loving, so if you remember, we had the some of the powder was put onto the mold, and they look lovely. I like that. These are really pretty. They've turned out really nice, so I'm quite pleased with how they've come together. A bit of resin there. Yeah, they're really pretty. Okay, and then this one, like I said, they're all going to get, oh, they're gorgeous. That, oh, look how sparkly that is. That is beautiful. Yeah, we're going to have lots of hair clips by the end of this, so I think this will last Lucy and I forever. I'm hoping I've got something thin enough for that one, because this is the thinnest I have, but it's too long. We do have these ones, so I might not be able to put that on something. We will see. Although what I could do, oh, I like that, is maybe add it onto another one to make some, yeah, that's what I might have to do with a couple. So I'll do that. I mean, you'll see everything. I am going to pop you up, but it will be on speed up. And then those ones, and then we've got these really pretty with that bit of glitter in, and then we've got the brown, and then I did do a couple of blacks. Oh, they're gorgeous. I am loving these. I just think they look so pretty. I can't believe how many we made. I still can't believe how much we got out of 7 ounces of resin. Oh, that colour is beautiful. I think I'll keep one of them for myself. I keep doing that. Now these ones didn't dry equally, so I might have to do something with them. That definitely needs a trim, but we will see what we can do. Again, really nice. And then we've got those. They're nice. I like those. Okay, we're nearly there. I'm just sort of piling them up at the minute. Very nice. So really pretty. Yeah, quite neutral colours as well, but they are looking lovely. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that colour. Yeah, really, again, just really nice. Okay, last couple. So got these orange ones, nice, liking them. And then the last lot, okay, absolutely loving them. Right, as you can see, we've got a lot to do, so I was being ambitious. The one thing that I am going to do first is we're going to pick out the clips and stick them on. So that actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm just using this B7000 glue. I do have E45, but I actually prefer this one. I think it's because of the nib, but it's a really good hold as well, and it's a lot cheaper. It's like a third of the price. Okay, and then, so what I tend to do is I stick them on like this, and then once they're dried, I then come in with a top coat of UV resin. So what I'm going to do is pop you guys on speed up while I do this. So I hope you enjoy.
frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew.
appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you get me ice and fire. You're gentle and wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Okay, we're back. That took 2 hours. 2 hours to do. Right, that one I didn't think that would have worked. So on this one I do need to just sand that and then just do another quick top coat on it, but I'll do that off camera. Okay, right, I did have to refill my UV resin bottle as well. So this is, all of this stuff is super sticky. But I couldn't do anything else with those gloves. What I'm going to do though is just spray this down with some rubbing alcohol, just so that I can take the stickiness off it. Oh, it's got a blockage, so I don't know if you can, is it? Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, it's still going. Can you see it? No, or it's stopped now. Yeah, it's got a blockage, so it just goes on forever. Right, okay, there we go. That can be put away. And then I think anything that is sticky, I'm just gonna, like this one is, but this does need another going over, because we've got that bit there which just break off quite easily. Put that under there actually. So here they all are. Now you don't have to top coat them. I prefer to top coat them, simply because I just love the domed effect and the shine of them. But you really don't need to. I don't even know how many we've actually made. Should we count? We've got 2, 4, 5, and 6 in there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh, hang on, you can't even see half of them. 32, there we go, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, oh my goodness, 51, 52, 53, oh come on, turn over, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So I've actually made 65 clips. So these clips, we sell these at £1.50 each, or two for £2.50. Just because we're in a small craft fair, because I know I've been asked what sort of prices do you charge, and the bigger ones with those clips on, because they cost quite a bit more, these will actually be £2 each. So that's how I price them, and like I said, they've been a real sort of seller as well on our stall. This is going to last me all year. I'm not going to have to make any more. I will be making more anyway, with in other videos, so leftover resin and stuff, because I can still I'll pop them into lucky bags, or you know, I'll give them away free with orders, certain ones. Yeah, so that's how much I would charge. But I mean, look at that, how amazing is that? All of those gorgeous clips, they just look stunning. So that is it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for spending the time with me and seeing these clips come together. So for 7 ounces of resin, 65 clips, can't go wrong, can you? I mean, if I had the right clips for that one and that one, then we would have made 67, but we didn't. However, I do like them doubled up. I think they look lovely. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you again for watching. Please do consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll see you again in another video very soon. But until then, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.